what I'd do is I'd do a bit of an update vlog regarding what's going on this summer. So actually, I'm actually looking forward to it now, because I've finally got my Super Duke back after it went in for a major service, and so it's all sorted out now. The shims were all fine. There wasn't any problem on the valves, so that's all in spec. Had to have the front wheel bearings done, spark plugs were changed of course, and air filter, usual stuff. Had to get the chain done though, chain in the front sprocket. It was a bit more than I'd hoped, but not absolutely obscene, so I can use this. But anyway, now that it's all sorted out, I'm feeling comfortable, ready to go with this, take her on the long haul. So between us, Rocko, Protea and Patard, we've all decided to do a bit of a sort of a, well, reasonably long European trip. So essentially the route is we're going to go through, of course, across the channel into France, straight into Belgium, spend a night in Belgium, then ride down to the Black Forest in Germany, spend a night there as well, then go across to Munich, most likely have a bit of a messy night in Munich, as it has to be done, and then from Munich go across into Austria, do some nice riding in there, then across the Lake Garda, bit of time there, and then drop down to Florence, ride through a bit of Tuscany and that kind of stuff. Never been to Tuscany, so I'd like to see. Should all be quite cool. So from there, head up the west coast of Italy, and there's some really nice roads as you go. There's a sort of a mountain range between the coast and Milan, with some really nice sort of medieval towns in there. So go across those, spend a night in Lake Como, then hit Switzerland. Do, I think it's the Grimsel Pass, the I think is it the Furka Pass? I mean, of course, we'll do the Stelvio on our way down from Austria to Italy. So it's about, I think, 10 days in total. I mean, the easy part was actually getting all the time off, which is usually sort of thing is the hard one. Is everyone able to sync their time together? Yeah, so the hardest part of the sort of planning the whole trip at the moment has actually been finding what I'd call biker-friendly, in inverted commas, places to stay. You know, somewhere where you can either lock your bike up, or there's a courtyard. You know, somewhere where you can sort of store your bike securely without having to worry about it, and not be in a situation where, you know, you've got a pavement park it or something like that. So, I mean, if anyone's got sort of recommendations of places that they've used in the past across Western Europe, you know, pop it down below, because it'd just be good to know for the future, because it's taken me, you know, a good few weeks just to find, you know, decent, affordable places, which there are, but you've really got to spend time searching for them. We've been trying to work out who's going to be the first one to be arrested, and I think the general consensus says it's Protea. No one's bailing him out though. He's just going to have to stay in jail. Protea's going to get nicked for riding like a tit. Everyone's secretly hoping, I think, that the Super Duke isn't going to make it, which of course it will, much to all their annoyance. I think Patard's already having some clutch troubles, ABS troubles with his MT-09. Rocko's coming on his GSX-S, which is a new bike, which of course new bikes present new bike problems. Protea, he's coming on, well, he was meant to be sorting out a wildcard bike, but if he doesn't get that sorted, it's going to be the Daytona. So 2,500 miles, if not 3,000 miles on a Daytona will be quite entertaining. That will be quite I've already dared him to do it. I've just got to see if he's willing to take it up. Rely that his ego gets the better of him and he ends up doing it. Oh, it'll be unbelievably entertaining. So yeah, the trip is currently sitting at about 2,500, 3,000 miles. I mean, there could be the odd few detours here and there, which may lengthen it a little bit. I'm pretty excited about it now that I know at least the bike is sorted out past its past the service. So it's been given a clean bit of hell, so I'm not going to be shitting about it on the way there. As regards to the seat, well, it looks like it's going to be mountain bike shorts the whole way. I've decided to fuck it and just take leathers because, well, I just feel a bit naked riding in textiles, and it's just going to be hot. I think it's going to be hot in textiles, it's going to be hot in leathers. I still have no idea how I'm going to carry all the things that I need. I mean, I think it's literally going to end up as one of those things where it's t-shirts, boxers, and that's pretty much it. Maybe just like an outfit or one or two out. Well, I mean, how much can you even take? I've got 90 litres in total. I mean, I have to look vaguely presentable in order to go into restaurants. Can't look like an absolute, or like a backpacker. Luckily, there are showers in every single place that I've booked. I've been quite specific about that. I've made sure that I can be clean every day, because rough in that kind of heat, riding a bike, stinking of petrol, that kind of shit is not cool. I've been watching sort of to get into the mood of it. I've already watched The Long Way Around, and I've now been watching The Long Way Down, and it really kind of gets you into that sort of that ADV mood. I mean, this is strictly not ADV. What we'll be doing is pretty much just going to be touring, no camping. I mean, it was quite funny right at the beginning. We all asked ourselves, so do we want to do camping? Should we buy some camping stuff? And it was just pretty much a all-round meh response. So camping went out the window on the first discussion. Hotels went in place, but I wouldn't mind if it was a kind of just, one hotel on the way, the one where they sort of turn up with a cocktail on a tray when you arrive and there's a meal ready. That would be kind of nice. The first day is going to be a half iron butt, 400 miles, so it'll be interesting to see how we all fare there, if there's going to be a flake out on the first day or a breakdown on the first day. Oh, this reminds me of my practical. The Mod 1 going around those cones. God, I failed so bad when I first started doing the cones. I'd never actually ridden a bike before that, so I was like doing them unbelievably wide. And the instructor was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Just ride through it straight." So yeah, that's the situation for summer. The summer plans. I'm pretty stoked. I'll be taking the GoPro, cameras, usual stuff. I'll try and make it as epic as possible, since the situation requires. And also be quite cool, there'll be a few other camera angles, because we'll have, 4 of us in total, so at least we can have a few alternates, which is a bit difficult when you're on your own. What I'm also looking forward to about doing it on the bike is that in the past, I've seen a lot of Europe, like the cities and stuff, but you're so beholden to public transport, unless you rent a car and whatever. Even if you rent a car, you sort of got to plan it out in advance and all that kind of stuff. But I think when you're on a bike, you can improvise your trip far more, and I think that makes it far more interesting. It's not you're not just stuck doing the usual sights. That's pretty cool. I think once you start seeing things which are definitely off the trail. I mean, of course you do stuff which is on the trail as well, but well, I'm afraid that's it. That's all you're going to get. Boring update vlog.